morning, Carlsbad. Cashman Riverside, live with Avery Gallup via Sky Glass to talk about our live stream tonight for the Carlsbad football game. It's Carlsbad versus Poway. Poway's 3-3 after their second straight loss of the season. Carlsbad coming off their sixth straight win on the season after their win against Mission Hills last week. Carlsbad hoping for much of the same that they've had last year or the past couple years. But we also have a live stream tonight, so could you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so like Cash said, I'm Chstv sideline reporter, so for you guys up in the stands, you'll find me down on the field, and for everybody at home, you'll get a little taste of what it's like to be on the sideline. So our crew is super excited for tonight's game against Poway, and yeah, we're just excited to see the outcome.
Absolutely. We also have a bunch of special guests coming out. Could you talk to us about some of the special guests that you're hoping to interview?
Yeah, so tonight we actually have Tony Gwynn's son is going to be in the stands, and we also have some CHSTV and Carlsbad football alumni in the stands tonight. So I'm hoping just to talk to them, get some insight, maybe see what it's like being back on the field in a long time. And yeah, I'm just super excited.
Absolutely. Carlsbad won 37-0 in the playoffs last year against Poway, hoping for a similar result here as Poway tries to get back on track and find a place in the Avocado League after being bumped up from the Palomar last year.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to CHS TV Sports' live coverage of varsity sports. It's Week 8, and the 6-0 Lancers prepare to take on the 3-3 Poway Titans. Carlsbad coming off of their 14th straight regular season win and a hard-fought victory at Mission Hills. 35-14 was that score. Meanwhile, last week, Poway's coming off their second straight loss of the year, 49-17 at La Costa. They're back in another Avocado League divisional matchup, taking on Carlsbad in Carlsbad. They're hoping to get back up into the win column. Carlsbad hoping for much of the same. It's a beautiful October night, October 6th, 2023. It's going to be getting a little bit chilly soon, but we'll be with you for it all. Speaking of we, I'm Cashman Riverside here with Roy Kane and the rest of our wonderful crew. Sierra Fessler, Mikey Basista, Landon Miller, Avery Gallup reporting, and more. Roy, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Cash. Like you said, beautiful night. You see the sunset in the background, and I'm ready to watch some Friday night lights. Carlsbad getting ready to go and continue to be undefeated. But Poway, they could put up a fight. You never know. I'm just looking for a good game. I think some key players in tonight. I think Thomas McCormick is going to have a great game. Just picked up his first offer from San Diego as well with Joshua Ball. Those dudes are balling out there, and I feel like they're just keep on getting looks game by game, and they'll continue tonight to ball out. I feel like Josh Ball's going to have a great game. And I feel like Harry Koenig. I'm always on the Harry train. I'm still going to stay on it. I'm going to ride with it. I think he's going to have a great game as well, Cash.
Absolutely, Roy. Of course, we also have Avery Gallup live on the sideline. We've also got a lot of Carlsbad alumni. Hopefully we'll see from them later. But first, Avery, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys, and what's up, CHS football fans? I'm Avery Gallup, live here down on the sidelines to give you guys a special experience that not even the fans up in the stands get to see. Tonight's game against Poway is going to be super exciting. I'm so excited to have you guys back down here with me, and I'll see you guys really soon.
Thank you, Avery, for that. A great view down there from the field, and we hear the crowd getting loud. We got the boys walking through the stadium. We got the black, all-white unis. I like it today, Cash. I feel like it's a uniform game, and I'm always big on the uniforms, and luckily we got some great uniforms. Oh, I'm ready for this, Cash.
Absolutely. Carlsbad dripped out for the second week in a row. They had the all-whites last week, and that was pretty awesome. PPR from KUSI also shouted that out. But we also got to give our fair shout-out to Poway. Of course, they're 3-3. They've lost their only Avocado game. Carlsbad 1-0 in their only Avocado game. Both teams trying to come out of this one with a win. Poway hoping for an upset on the number 2 team in San Diego. Carlsbad dropped rankings because of the middle of the season bye week. Lincoln or going to be having a bye week soon enough. But run us through Poway.
I think Poway, they're going to play good.
Poway, of course, they went 10-0 last year. Won the Palomar division. They placed 4th in the open standings, and they took on Carlsbad here at Bob McAllister Field at Sweet Crickmar Stadium just under a year ago. It was a 37-0 win for Carlsbad. Did not allow a single point in a shutout before they took on Lincoln in the open finals at Snapdragon. Carlsbad hoping to make it back to Snapdragon, hoping for a different result. They've made it 3 years in a row and have not won a single one. You know what they say, fourth time is the charm. 2.5 minutes, or roughly 2.5 minutes till kickoff. Julian Sand and Mason Walsh getting ready to head out for the coin toss in just a bit. Now, Roy, run us through who you got on your no cane, no gain money line segment.
You know, I don't care about bias. This isn't bias. I know the whole entire world knows this. Carlsbad's win this game, and it's just about how much they win by. And I think the spread right now, I think it's sitting at maybe 28 favored on Carlsbad. And I feel like the props are looking, I feel like Griffin Rosenblum, he's due right now. I feel like anytime touchdown for him. It gave me Luke Farrelly over 0.5 TFL. I think he's also due for a big TFL. His signature fist bump to the crowd. And I feel like it's going to be an electric game. The coaches are ready. The players are ready. The crowd's ready. The band's ready. And I know you guys are ready.
Everybody in this stadium is ready, and they're roaring. They're fulfilling the name of the loud crowd. Roy, Carlsbad, one of the top, one of, if not the top, student sections in the United States. And it's a wonderful place here. And if I'm not mistaken, we have Tony Gwynn Jr., leader of the Mighty 690, or I should say host of Mighty 690, out making a report on the loud crowd as well, which is really cool. We see Julian Sand and Mason Walsh heading out to the coin toss. Meeting them are Ryan Posada and Jonah Detling. They also have number 70, David Clifford, and I can't quite see who that third guy is, but we'll let you know soon. Carlsbad running out of the tent. The national anthem soon to come, and then just after that would be kickoff.
Cash, you know who else is in the building who's on their way? I'll give you 3 guesses, Cash.
Nico Arboit.
Hey, Nico Arboit, CHSTV alum and Carlsbad football alum, the GOAT. Nico Arboit is on his way. He's currently attending Utah, and he is on his way to see these boys get to business.
The other Poway captain is Tobiah Arajo, number 19. Both sides hoping for a win as the band gets set up for the national anthem. 12 minutes has already been put on the clock.
We ready for this. It's
Everybody's
gonna be a
ready
great
for this.
game.
DQ is hyped, or I should say Coach DQ. Of course, a big game for both sides. But we also have to talk about the rest of the top 4. Right now it's, I believe it's, for San Diego Open, right now the standings are, I believe, Lincoln, Carlsbad, Granite Hills, and Helix rounding out the top 4. And Granite Hills and Helix play each other week 10. Who do you think is going to come out on top in that game? That is going to decide which one of those two teams makes the Open. Roy?
Repeat your question.
Helix versus Granite Hills, week 11 or week 10.
Give me Helix. Give me
First is
Helix.
the
Give me Helix. Give me Helix. Okay.
national anthem. Shout out to our awesome band. And it's, of course, also a middle school night for for the CHS band, so it's great to see all those middle schoolers getting involved into their high school activities. 12 minutes on the clock, 48 minutes of regulation remain, and kickoff just moments away. And it's going to be a great night here in Carlsbad. The number 2 ranked Lancers take on the 12th ranked Poway Titans. Carlsbad will kick off to begin the game. They will return the kickoff of the second half, and Seven Nation Army begins in the stands.
Tyler Pursoon back to kick it away. The 5-star approaching on a 6-star. He got some options for college. My hot take, where he's going, you can quote me. I'm not Greg Biggins, I'm Roy Kane. And I'm crystal balling Tyler Pursoon to Texas Tech. That's my crystal ball, Cash.
Texas Tech, you don't think he's following his dad's footsteps and going to AZ?
Nope. I feel like Texas Tech pushes too hard for him, and I feel like he likes it out there. He just attended a camp recently, and he's ready.
Pursoon deep to kick. Luke Jorgensen and Colin McCann deep to return. Kick is up and away, and this game is
boom!
This one will be a touchback. And they will set up shop at their own 20.
The alum that I think I see, Nico Arboy, Wyatt Gora, and Javen Sandu, all Carlsbad football players, and Wyatt Gora, another CHS TV alum. We back in business right now, and I'm ready. The defense is out there, and Poway is setting up shop. 1st and 10 on their own 20. Quick hustle.
3 backs, and it's a give up the middle. Quarterback is Ty Hurst, and it's a 2 or 3 yard gain. They're going to give him about 2.5 to 3.
Looks like Colton Thomas there on the bottom of the pile, number 7. 2nd down and 7 for Poway.
Just yesterday, the freshman came away with a 35-0 victory at Poway. Just about an hour ago, the JV team came away with a 19-14 hard-fought win. Chase Harris with 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 passing touchdown from the running back spot. A lot of Wildcat in that game. Hurst back under center, and he'll give this one to Jorgensen, but a penalty marker flies. It'll be a false start on Poway, and that'll move him back 5 for 2nd and 12.
Cash, we do it every time. The defense, we go out, and we give ourselves some opportunities on O. And I feel like our defense, we really played great out here, and we set ourselves up always for success. I think last home game, I think we only had 2 drives outside of our own 50.
2nd and 12, a give back up the middle, and
Joshua
Dreyer
Dreyer
is there. So is Damon Ivy. That one a give to number 22. That's Jake Sy. And this one will be 3rd down and 10.
Jack Siegel, Jalen St. Paul are heading in there as Rosie and Colton Thomas sprint out. Looks like a different formation, a different group of guys coming out for the Titans. Big 3rd and 11.
Carlsbad now in the nickel. That is 5 defensive backs. And Carlsbad runs a 3-3 Cub nickel where it is 3 linemen, 3 linebackers, and 5 DBs. Typically, you'll see a 4-2 nickel set where it's 4 linemen and 2 linebackers. McCann in motion. This one will go to McCann on the end around, and I can't quite see who got there for the TFL, but they got him. And it's 4th down and forever with 10 minutes on the clock. 4th and 12 as they'll send out the punting unit. It's number 23, Tyler Hughes.
Looks like Drew McClellan and Thomas McCormick were in the backfield there. Drew McClellan, I'm still waiting for that man to pick up a big offer. I mean, I think he's due. He's played his butt off the last 2 years, and he continued it this year, and I feel like he really has to just be seen to get him.
Kick is up and away. This one returned by Josh Ball. He won Can-Do Player of the Week a week ago, and he almost spurted away. That one inside the 35, and Carlsbad will set up shop at the Poway 35.
Jeez, Josh Ball is like Zachary Branch for USC. I mean, you can't let the man get to the outside, and when there's one-on-one in the middle, you better hope you make the tackle, or else he's gone for 6.
Making his first career start as a high school varsity player is the sophomore Eli McNeil. He has a 13-2 record as a starter. He was bumped up to varsity for Ramona, played against Mission Hills with 3 passing touchdowns, and now, I believe 3 passing touchdowns. Here comes his first pass attempt. It's a completion on a smoke screen and a pickup of 6. I believe that's Josh Ball on the reception, and his first attempt is for 6.
This is a big game for Eli. I feel like it's all about confidence in this game. I mean, he's only a sophomore, 2026 class, and getting out there playing against competition, I feel like only makes a guy better. And for people at home wondering, Julian Sane has just a minor, very minor ankle, little sprain, and he just wants to be cautious about it, but nothing too much.
Toss to Mason Walsh, and he'll be brought down. It's a loss of 1. The Lancers having quite a fast tempo, and now 3rd and 6. From here is a 48-yarder, well within Tyler Pursune's range. And they'll send out Forelli. They also got, Griffin Rosenblum, Will Sanfrini, and Josh Ball out there. 2 big guys on the field. They'll be out in Trey, out of the gun, and they'll actually motion to an empty. And
looks like Griffin
Rosenblum on his knee pads. They'll send in Jalen St. Paul to sub him out, and he'll remain 3rd and 6. Hopefully they don't call him too. First game of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You may not see a lot of pink, but you'll see some guys ball. That one to Jalen St. Paul. He's got a first, and he's got 9.
Let's go, Eli. What a ball there. Set up shop, first down. Move the chains, baby. Big throw there for the kid.
McNeil now 2 for 2 for 15 yards. His dad, also the head coach, he is 92-50 as the Carlsbad head coach dating back to 2011. He's only had 2 seasons below 500, and if the Lancers were to win the California State Championship, he will hit that century mark of wins. Now back out in the empty, it's 1st and 10. He'll motion St. Paul. It'll be a give to St. Paul on the shovel pass, and he will fight for about 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Looks like the offense is really smooth out there. Eli's taking control of this one. Gotta give the kid props. 2026, going out there leading a team against a good Poway defense. Only looks good from here.
Walsh comes in, Walsh comes out, ball goes in. Now in the quad right, empty is McNeil. He's already 3 for 3 for about 19 yards. There's Griffin Rosenblum, and he is just short, nearly the first touchdown, I believe the first touchdown of the year for Rosenblum, and the first touchdown of his career for Eli McNeil. I can try and pull up the stat sheet. Apologies, I don't get great Wi-Fi.
I'd love to see an Eli McNeil 4 for 4 drive touchdown. That would really make my day, Cash.
Sanfrini comes out.
And Griffin's coming back out with his knees.
Out in the ace, under center. This one, play action to Walsh, and he will find his man. That is Luke Forelli, the Stanford commit, with the 3-yard receiving touchdown. That is the first of Eli McNeil's career, and the Lancers strike first blood.
One to remember their, Cash. What a drive from the kid. Something special, really. Luke Forelli finishing the drive with 6. Let's go. High fives all around from the Seabad sideline. Tyler Pursoon looking to add another one on the scoreboard to make it 7-0. 5 minutes into this one.
Pursoon, kick is up, kick is good, right down the pipe. 7-0 is our score. 7:12 left on the clock, and the Carlsbad kickoff unit heads back out there, hoping to give the Poway Titans poor field position, but we all know it's going to be a boot into the back of the end zone from Tyler Pursoon.
Tyler Pursoon back to kick it away. The Titans receiving core is out there in the back. You got number 25 for the Titans back there, Luke Jorgensen.
And Colin McCann on the other side as some mist starts to roll in to the stadium.
Ooh, this is nice. I like the fog. You
It's
can see
October
it on the
weather.
top of your
It's spooky
screen.
season. Kick is up and away from Pursoon. This one, a boot into the back of the end zone. That one, another touchback. That landed probably about 3-4 yards out of the back of the end zone.
Did he make it? I think he made it, Cash.
The field goal, that should be 6 points.
Holy crap, I think Pursoon just drained it. Dude, this fog is sick right now. Helping when we got the mist coming in from the loud crowd.
Setting up shop at their own 20. This is their second drive. They punted on the first one after a 3 and out, and it looks like Hurst still out there at quarterback. This one, a give up the gut, and he picks up 1.5.
Colton Thomas back there to shove the gap.
Jake Sy with the carry. And it'll be 2nd down and 8. This is why I'm wearing this is why I wear my sleeves during these, because it's getting cold here in Carlsbad.
You know,
I
don't see it. I see the pink socks, but that's not gonna cut it, Cash. I got the pink hoodie on tonight. And the Barstool hat.
This one, another run up the middle with Sy. He'll break free.
Damon Ivy.
Stiff arm Damon Ivy, but Ivy brings him down. That is the first down of the night for the Poway Titans.
Titans move the chains to bring up 1st and 10 on their own 31.
Mist still rolling in. I wouldn't be surprised if we
It's
saw
a little
couple bats
spooky,
flying
Cash.
around.
It's a little spooky.
Back under center is Hurst, and he will give it to Sy, and he'll pick up 9.
Another
Damon
savior
Ivy,
tackle
another
there.
tackle.
Damon Ivy.
That is Jake Sy with the carry.
If Damon Ivy's not back there, those both could be runs all the way for 6. Damon Ivy coming up big there in force to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Titans.
We got the Seabad time chance now. It's 2nd down and 2. 5.5 minutes to go.
Watch the fullback dive here, Cash.
Hurst with the super eye.
Timeout.
Carlsbad will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
You know, Cash, a lot of people see it in the NFL now. College football, I think personally that the Eagles push on those 4th and 1s, those are going to be banned, I feel like, maybe even by the postseason this year for the NFL. I mean, it's just too overpowered, and there's nothing the D can do unless you're the Seahawks. The Giants tried it on us, but the D's too good, baby. Come on. But I honestly think...
Have you ever thought that it's also the Giants?
Very true, very true. The Giants are pretty bad, Cash, and my Seahawks are bringing it together. You know why? Because we got Pete Carroll behind the draft board, picking up stud rookies every single year and developing them. Mark my word, Cash, next Legion of Boom is coming soon. And now the fog is getting ridiculous. Can we get a wide shot of this fog right now? Holy cow.
This moved in just about a couple minutes ago.
Not even a minute. It was probably 30 seconds, Cash.
This is a beautiful sight. I wouldn't be surprised if give it a couple minutes and you can't even see end zone to end zone.
I hope there's a fog delay. It's pretty sick.
Under center on the super eye, and they'll run the tush push, fighting for the first.
I don't think he got
might
it.
have been stopped, and he was.
I don't think he got it.
Stopped a yard short, still 3rd and 1. They might run hurry up to get another playoff.
They are not the Eagles, Cash. That is not Jalen Hurts in the backfield there.
That's
Great
not
defensive
Lane
stand.
Johnson on the O-line.
Very true. Great defensive stand there. Colton Thomas grabbing the jersey, pulling him back, not let him get it. Brings up a crucial 3rd and 1 in the Titans' territory. Let's see if the defense can hold up and get us the ball back for Eli McNeil.
3rd down and 1. And I'm going to say this. Poway ran quite a couple trick plays on the JV team, or they ran a lot of like motion and do runs up the gut, and they also ran the tush push, and that broke off for a massive touchdown for Poway to keep them in. Here comes 3rd and 1, and they're not going to call the false start on the quarterback.
And it doesn't matter! Jude McClellan! It doesn't matter!
They're
Back there!
Cy with the carry, no gain. It's 4th and 1. They might keep the offense on the field. Hurst
What a
is
stand!
coming off. They'll send out the punting unit.
What a stand from the defense. The big boys up front get it done. Titans are in shambles after that one.
4 minutes to go in the first quarter. And the fog continues to move in. This is why we love spooky season, everybody.
Attaboy, Cash. We got overtime in the house here, coverage in Carlsbad.
Halloween's just 25 days away, and they'll keep the offense out there. And Hurst will give it to Cy, and he's got the first.
The punting unit, in fact, did not come out, and the defense was not ready there. Easy little run to move the chains for the Titans.
The Titans, while they do have the largest time of possession, it's just been a lot of like 3-yard carries, and while that's great to chew clock, they're not necessarily in an awesome position to chew clock. Of course, only down by one possession. It's very easy to come back from.
Very run-heavy team.
Poway, we saw a lot of it last year. Of course, Connor Rath, I believe, had the rushing title in San Diego last year. He had a great year. Rob also had a great year.
And Mason Walsh.
Mason Walsh, of course, and he's back for another year. This one, a give to Jorgensen on the end around, and I can't quite see the numbers over there, but he's shoved out of bounds after about a 5-yard carry. It'll be 2nd down and medium.
I'm going to say that was Jude McClellan following him all the way from the back to get the tackle. A gain of 4 from the Titans brings up 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 7 now for the Poway Titans. 3 minutes left on the clock, and they're just 5 yards shy of midfield and I was about to say Chargers territory. Why is this stuck in my head? Lancers territory. I messed up a couple times last week, or the last live stream as well. Hurst back in it, or I believe that might be Gabe Mank at quarterback. They'll motion McCann, and that's a give up the gut, a nice shifty move.
Jude McClellan not giving up again. Another tackle from behind.
That's Jake Cy with the carry.
Looks like it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. The Titans just a little short, but moving in to Carlsbad territory on Carlsbad's 49. Gosh, I'm still waiting for this Titans offense to throw the ball. I feel like they might not be confident with their receivers, or they are not comfortable testing our DBs in secondary.
3rd down and 1 for Poway. Maybe another tush push? No, they'll give that right to number 23. That's Tyler Hughes. Might have been Cy. It was given to Cy, and he was stopped short.
No, he wasn't. Move the chains for the Titans.
They're going to move it. The yard marker didn't move, but the chains did. 1st down and 10, and they'll bring Colton Thomas back out. JSP getting subbed out. I'll tell you what, this weather is bringing back fog bowl vibes. But then again, at the time they thought it was like a nuclear attack, so maybe not. A little bit of history for you guys. Number 54, that's Jaden Tagulino coming out. His helmet off. He seems upset. And
1st and 10 for the Titans. The defense out there is looking pretty scary. We got Dat Boy Rosie in the front with Johnny Stewart, Jude McClellan, and on the top of your screen, you got Josh Dreyer, number 29. He got the little tape on Shador. He's hyped. You got Colton Thomas out there, and you got the boys in the back. You got Damon Ivey, you got Curtis Kemp, you got Logan Schaefer, you got Ben Harris, you got Luke Farrell, you got Thomas McCormick. The boys are buzzing, and we're hyped.
1st and 10 now after the first down. Carry
Interesting
from
why
Dick
the
Sy.
clock has been running for the past minute and a half. Delay a game ?
And now number 65 comes off. And finally a timeout for Poway. I don't see a number 65 on my roster. Yeah, there is no 65 on my roster. All you need to know is that he's not on the field. The Poway timeout, both teams down to 2. Of course, the Lancers lead 7-0 with 1:02 left on the clock. Let's talk about the Thursday night game last night. It was Bears and Commanders.
DJ Moore, that dude's special. I mean, I remember he used to get on the coordinator for not being used. Well, he's finally being used, and it feels like Justin Fields. I mean, I never think Justin Fields was a terrible quarterback. I feel like he just wasn't put in the right scheme, and I feel like they've adjusted for him. They've adjusted for the offense, and the coaches are letting them play free now. They start off 0-4. They haven't won a game until yesterday, until the Queen of England's death in 2022, Cash. And Justin Fields, he looked pretty good last night. He was slinging it. DJ Moore was getting active. And the line and the D was looking good. I thought the Commanders actually were going to win that game. I like how Sam Howell was playing. And I was pretty surprised with the Bears win. But, I couldn't see a team going 0-5, so they didn't. 1-4, the Bears.
I think I saw a Ghetto Gronk meme where it was a pit, or it was every NFL, MLB, NBA, MLS team. And they were all in a circle saying, yes, of course we've won since Elon Musk bought Twitter. And the Bears were the only ones who weren't in that circle.
Oh, Luke Farrelly, signature air punch to the crowd. Big TFL for the kid. The prop hits. 0.5 over TFL. Tackle for loss. Luke Farrelly.
2nd down and 10 still. They move it back a couple inches. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. It's gone by fairly quick, especially when the referees aren't calling delay of games. And it's 2nd and 10 for Poway.
Poway just needs to get this drive together. I mean, sure, they're milking the clock, but at what cost? I mean, you've moved the ball 40, maybe 30 yards in about 8 minutes.
Hurst will take it himself, and it's 5-on-5. It's McCormick.
Boom!
Him down, and
Damon Ivey
wanted it. He wanted that hit stick. Couldn't quite get it.
He wanted his head, Cash. That's why he got the headhunter. He going for heads out there. He headhunting. Let's go, baby. What a hit there. Thomas McCormick bringing him down. Not today.
And
3rd
that'll
and
take
6.
us to the end of the first. Lancers lead 7-0. Poway with a long drive still going, but it could end soon. 3rd and 6. Now, I think I know why Poway is milking so much clock. It's because this Carlsbad team is averaging 42.5 points a game and only allowing 8.3 a game on defense. Poway's trying to keep it out of the hands of the Carlsbad Lancers, so then they can keep the game in a more manageable spot, because if they can go down, milk some clock, and just pick up 3rd down after 3rd down, running the ball and breaking the hearts and breaking the souls of that Carlsbad defense, that may be the way to beat Carlsbad. But Coach Pub, Coach Thomas, Coach Guttridge, they're all preaching we need turnovers. They need fumbles. They need interceptions. They need sacks. They need ways to get the ball back to their offense because, like I said, they're putting up 42.5 points a game.
Cash, have we seen a pass yet from the Titans?
We have not. They went the first quarter without a single pass attempt, and the sophomore quarterback with the lone UNLV offer went 5 for 5 for 35 and a TD.
Let's
Under
throw
center,
the ball here, Titans.
Hurst on 3rd and 6. Will we see his first pass attempt? Maybe, maybe not. We will not. It's a give up the middle to
Bouncing
Jurgensen, and he is close but short.
Luke Farrelly putting the icing on the cake there. Looks like they're going to be a yard short, bringing up a big 4th down for the Titans. And as they come up on 4th down, the fog comes in, almost shutting down the field. I love this atmosphere right now, Cash. We haven't seen an element like this in a while, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
4th and 1. It'd be interesting. Apologies, I was drinking some water and I moved my mic up. 4th and 1. And they keep Hurst, the quarterback, on the field, and they're going to attempt another 4th and short. They got the last one.
Okay,
hoping
Cash,
to get another one.
I think they're going to reverse it and do a little play action. Just kidding. They're not going to throw the ball.
They have 3 running backs in the backfield, and they're going to give it up the
Boom!
middle. Jake Sy.
Come on! Drew McClellan! Another one, not today! Throws up the Shador, it's his time! What a defensive effort there from the Lancers. Drew McClellan getting the backfield and causing havoc. The offense is heading back out there on the Lancers 39. Eli McNeil back out there, sent up shot, 1st and 10. Drew McClellan.
While we haven't seen a single pass attempt from Poway, we've not seen a single rush attempt from Carlsbad, and it's looking like it might change. Actually, did they run it? I think they did run it.
They did. It was a toss.
Yeah, they did. Mason Walsh, 1 carry for -1 yards on the first drive. He'll bounce that one outside.
Boom!
And he will pick up 8, and it'll be a 2nd down and 2.
He's so explosive, Cash. He literally has a 6-foot windup, and he makes so many guys miss, and you don't want to meet him at a gap. He will run you over, head of steam. 2nd and 2 for the Lancers. Mason Walsh stays back out there.
Mason Walsh, the All-State wrestler, and they're still out in the I. Carlsbad loves the I formation. Play action to Walsh, and he will heave it.
Oh! Jalen Paul! He disappears in the fog. Eli McNeil starting things off with a bang.
There's a penalty marker in the backfield at the Carlsbad 40. They're going to call roughing the passer.
Decline.
Touchdown.
Decline, baby. What a ball, or what a grab from JSP coming back to that ball. What a effort and what a play. That is a touchdown, Lancers. Eli McNeil starting off his varsity starting debut fresh. 2 touchdowns, baby. Let's go.
McNeil, 6 for 6, 88 yards, and 2 TDs in his first 2 drives. As the Carlsbad starter, Julian should start sweating a little bit.
He'll be back, don't worry.
Yeah, he'll be back. Out is Tyler Pursuin for his 2nd PAT attempt of the year. If he's missed any, he's missed very few. Pursuin.
We don't jinx it, Cash. That's right up the middle. Can't even see it. I
see
trust it, though.
But the refs call it good. And with 10:19 left on the clock, Carlsbad leads 14-0. 2 timeouts left for both sides.
Let's go. Eli McNeil, no nerves out there for the kid because he knows he got some wide receivers to duel with. Griffin Rosenblum, Wilson Freeney, JSP, Joshua Ball, Connor Hawk. I mean, you got some big units back there, and I would even trust the ability for me to throw the rock with those wide receivers. But I trust Eli a little bit more to send it 14-0, 10 minutes and 19 left in the second quarter. Tyler Pursuin back to kick again. Looks like the penalty is going to be enforced of that roughing the passer.
If Tyler goes full boot on this kick, it's hitting.
No, he'll make
scoreboard.
it, but I think he's actually going to try to pin it. I think he'll play it like a punt here. I think Tyler Pursuin. Oh, and we see the onside kick coming. Let's get it, Lancers. We got the boys on the bottom of the screen. Oh, a little hard. Oh, good grab there from number 6, Eli Alsop. Getting the ball and getting down before those defense comes out and rocks them.
Out comes the Poway Titans for their 3rd drive of the game.
Look at the loud crowd cam. It is active down there. All pink out game. And we are getting active out on the field tonight. Let's go, Lancers. The defense is back out there.
It might be hard to see, but if you could see anything, you could see the pink balloon arch, the pink pom-poms, the pink beach balls, the pink shirts. Everything is pink here at Carlsbad. It's the pink game. And, of course, only 2 weeks until homecoming. Hurst back in at quarterback.
Come on, get a little unique
Under
with these
center.
forms.
And that one, another give up. No, it's a pass. It's his first pass attempt of the game. And
Don't call the PI. Don't call it.
no pass interference on.
Six God. Six God, he a visionary. That's lockdown, baby. Don't test Six God Island. Let's go. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Titans.
The boos from Poway are loud.
I can't hear him, Cash.
I can. But you know what else? I can hear Carlsbad's sideline a little bit more. 10:09 left in the first half. That is the first pass attempt of the game for Poway, and I think they only threw it about 6, 7, maybe 8 times in their playoff loss a year ago.
I didn't think I would see him pass it, Cash. I really solemnly believed that I'd never see it pass tonight. JSP. Looks like the wide receivers are out there. Haven't seen this in a
First
while.
under center. This one, I give up the gut. That's to Jurgensen. He'll fight for yardage, and he'll
Luke
pick up
Farrelly.
3, but it's 3rd and 7.
It's Luke Farrelly again, the Stanford commit. He's back there, and he's getting active in the business, baby. Let's go. What a play there from Luke Farrelly. Stopping just a short gain of 1 or 2. Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Titans. See, Cash, 3rd and 7 here. You must think they're not going to run the ball. I hope they pass it, but I could easily see them running their little fullback dive right to the big boys up front for the Lancers.
And if they get close enough, they might go for it on 4th down again, but if I'm the Poway head coach, I'm thinking I cannot give the ball back to this Eli McNeil kid. Under center, who has the ball?
What
a little
was
bit
that?
of trickery. Does not work. Both sides pushing the pile. It's about a 1 or 2 yard gain and a 4th down.
No, personal foul there on Josh Dreyer for the late hit there. A little excessive. Right when the whistle was blown, he still had his hands on him and threw him down to the ground. You can't make a call on that. Looked like he was just finishing the play. Anthony Rosales there to stuff the gap, and that's going to be a 1st down from the Titans. Might be the farthest gain they've got this game, Cash. Personal foul on the Lancers.
1st and 10 now from their own 49, and the drive keeps moving and the clock keeps running. Under 9 minutes to go now.
The boys are disappearing out on the cam. All white unis
Under
there.
center in the super eye. They'll give it to Jurgensen, and he will pick up 1, and they're getting scrappy out on the field. That's David Clifford, the captain and right tackle. He's shoving, I believe that's Johnny Stewart or Jude McClellan a little bit more, but it'll be 2nd down and 8 after that one. From
Jude
the opposite
Jude McClellan back there again with Colton Thomas. Both players having a great game so far. They really watched film this week. They studied them, and they know how they play, and they trust their ability as players to get it done on the defensive side, and that's what we're seeing tonight. Jude McClellan is showing why he is the captain for this powerhouse Lancer football team and why he should get more recognition.
Back under center, 3 backs. I don't even know what to call this for.
Passing it!
It's another pass, and this one is caught.
Boom!
Hit!
6 guy! Curtis Kemp with the boomstick. Gain of around 15 there from the Titans, but Curtis Kemp with the big hit. If he wasn't there, that could have been gone for 6. A little seam there to the tight end on the Titans. 6 guy right there waiting for it. Boom, boom, boom. He appeared at the fog, Cash.
1st down and 10. They'll give it back to Jurgensen, and he'll fight for a medium gain. He'll get 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Looks like Thomas McCormick and Luke Farrelly, the duo there. Like I said, Thomas McCormick just got his first Division I offer today. Let's give it up for him. Hey! Thomas McCormick to San Diego. First D1 offer and many more to come. Cash and I will stand by this statement. If this man was 2 inches taller, maybe 1. I think he would be a 3-star or a high 4-star, Cash. This guy has abilities that are God-gifted, and he just needs the looks, and I praise him every single week. He is the holy of Carlsbad linebackers.
Under center, 2nd and 6.
Looks
And
like we
penalty
could have
marker
got some
spy will
movement.
probably be false start.
False start on the offense. Let's move the chains back a tad, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Titans. They are in Lancer territory for the 2nd time today, but the farthest they have been in the whole entire game. On Lancers 36.
2nd down and 11. And you can see the flashlights start to come on, and that's the only thing you can see past the track through the fog are these lights. Back under center, and it's another pass. They just love to throw the ball now. Even it deep, it's incomplete. I can't see anything.
Can we get a cam on those lights over there? The fog, and all you see is lights. The flashlights come into play. You can barely even see it on the live stream. Nope, there it is. The lights, the little sparkles coming out from Poway's side. But I know Carlsbad got a lot more lights on this side. Brings up 3rd and 11 for the Titans.
This fog, oh wow, this fog is making our stream look like it's 144p. It's
Can't really
3rd and
focus,
11.
but luckily you got me and Cash on the mic. We'll give you that quick play-by-play and down to the wire.
It's like we're in the back. It's like we're back in the days where it's just radio and no TV. Under center in a Dubs set. Hurst with another pass, and he pressure, but not for long. He'll get dropped by. I don't even know who.
I know who it was. It was Luke Farrelly back there with Jude McClellan and Thomas McCormick. Let's go, Lancers. We can't see him in the fog, but I can feel it, baby. Let's go.
4th down and 19, or they'll call it 4th and 17.
Felt a little raindrop there, Cash. But you know what I also felt? A big sack from the defense. Brings up a long 4th and 17 around there. Looks like the offense is still out on the field. I mean, if you're a punter, I don't even know if you could see it from 13 yards away to catch the long snap. They might have to go for this.
They might not even see end zone to end zone, let alone end zone to 50. This fog is just insane. I can't even see. I could barely see the other team's sideline over there. That's just how crazy it is. I said it a couple minutes ago. Hold on, they might be calling it.
They might be delaying this game.
I think they're calling a personal foul, and they're calling subs. And I mentioned it earlier. Give it like 5 minutes, and this whole stadium will fill with fog because we got hills on every single side of Carlsbad High School. Of course, we have I believe it's we got Skyline and we got Highland to either end. I can barely see some car
Imagine
lights.
if you're JB and JSP back there. How are you going to see the punt?
They're not. I can barely.
I can't
see
wait to
Poway
watch how
players.
this ends up.
Kick is up and away. This one.
Oh, don't even try
Will
it.
be
Oh, what a catch there.
I
Give
don't know
that
who,
man
but
some
it looks
brownie
like there might be a
points.
fumble.
Was not a fumble catch. Was a clean catch from JSP. I don't know how he did that. Looks like this could also be a little sneaky for the defense, Cash, especially with Poway with the white jerseys on top. Sure, Carlsbad has the all whites, but we do have the black jersey. But if you're a cornerback, Cash, you could creep up there and maybe get a big sack or an interception here.
1st and 10 from their own 15. Eli McNeil heads out for his 3rd drive. He's 6 for 6, 88 yards and a TD. Actually, he might be 89 yards. He's only 11 yards away from the century mark. I can barely see him. McNeil will
play action.
He'll run the boot, and he'll take it himself. He'll pick up 8 on his first varsity carry, and it'll be 2nd down and 2. This fog is insane.
Good play there, though, from Eli, knowing no risky plays needed. Take it for 6 or 7 there for the Lancers game. Brings up 2nd and around 3. for the Lancers. I say, though, you got number 2, bottom of your screen, Isaiah Johnson facing off against Wilson Freeney. Just throw it up to the big man. Look at that Tulane right now and talking to Kansas State.
Isaiah Johnson, 5'10", 160, the senior wide receiver and corner under center, out in the spread. Toss to Mason Walsh. He'll face a man head on. He'll try to spin off of it, and he will pick up 2. It's 3rd down and 1 for Carlsbad. You can barely see the ball move unless it's kicked high or it's thrown high. You can barely see it. You can only see the silhouette of it from the Friday Night Lights, I guess we call it. Noah Carey comes out.
We got Joshua Ball, bottom of your screen. Top of your screen looks like Griffin Rosenblum. It's going to be a timeout for the Lancers.
That's the second of their 3. They have 1 remaining.
Eli McNeil looking to continue this starting debut on varsity for the Carlsbad Lancers. He is currently 6 for 6 with 2 touchdowns on the day and just playing with some confidence out there as a sophomore. Playing with the big boys. You know, it really takes a lot of strength, a lot of gut, a lot of perseverance to go out there and trust your ability to go be great. And I feel like Eli McNeil, he's trusted himself a lot. I mean, he's got a little bit of playing time this year on varsity when we've been up a lot, and I feel like it's only going to continue to grow with him going into his junior year next year. We could see a dominant quarterback just following in the path of Aiden Sayan and Julian Sayan. Brings up a big 3rd down
Maybe
for
Carlsbad
the Lancers.
Maybe the Carlsbad Lancers will try their own tush push here.
No.
3rd and 1. They're out in the gun, out in the A slot right. He'll give it to Walsh, trying to get to the outside, and he'll find a crease. He'll skip Johnson, and he'll continue to pick up more. It'll be 1st and 10 from
Get
their own
off
38
of me!
with 5:09 to go.
Get off of me, he says. He says, you're down here. Number 4, Peter Winman. You cannot hold him. Big stiff arm from Mason Walsh, shoving it right to the face.
Wiedemann with the tackle, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Carlsbad. They got Noah Carey back out there under center. Carries the wing. It's a give to
Harry Koenig.
Koenig. And he'll pick up 3 or 4. And they'll give him 4. It's 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 for the Lancers. You got Harry Koenig still out there to the right of Eli McNeil. Wilson Free in the body of your screen. And it looks like JSP in the top.
That one to Sanfrini. He's trying to make
give me the face mask. Oh, he was right there. The ref saw it, and we even saw it from all the way up here with the fog. A total face mask there from his defender, number 2, Isaiah Johnson.
Isaiah Johnson with the tackle. Here comes 3rd down and short. It's a screen pass to Thomas McCormick.
Get out of there!
Move, and he'll keep moving.
And you know what else is going to keep moving? The chains, Cash. Thomas McCormick fighting for more with Kai Jacobowitz pushing him all the way there. But there is a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Let's hope no holding, or else that will be coming back for the Lancers.
Next up, we've got Avery live on the sideline. What do you got for us, Avery?
What's up, Carlsbad? I'm here live with Maya from SportsMed. And being in SportsMed, it looks super complicated. So Maya, in SportsMed, what exactly do you do?
We mainly just tape up some blood injuries and some problems that they're having with their muscles, and we give them water and just rehab for any past injuries that they've had.
So with all of that, it's a super long game. What's the most difficult part of SportsMed?
You definitely have to pay attention during the games, because if they call a timeout and you're not there, it's going to be a huge problem. So you just have to pay attention, make sure you're on your job, because we all have specific jobs to do.
It sounds like a ton of work. I'm sure all the players are thankful for your guys' help during the game. And Bree, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to send it back to Cash and Roy. Thank you.
Thank you, Avery, for that. And thank you, Maya, and SportsMed.
3rd and 2. A give to Thomas McCormick up the gut.
And he's out of there!
And he is gone!
He disappears in the fog! Disappears in the fog! But you know what not is disappearing? The scoreboard, because we're adding 6, baby, for the Lancers. Thomas McCormick saw the hole, and he took it all the way to the crib. You're not stopping the star linebacker. And now running back. 20-0 for the Lancers. Tyler Pursoon back to kick to add another one on the board with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Eli McNeil putting on a display in this first half. What a leadership role from him and the Lancers.
Pursoon. Kick is up and kick is
good.
The Carlsbad kicking unit will head back out there for their fourth kickoff of the first half. They lead 21-0 with 3:38 to go, and Poway is going to have to start throwing the ball if they want to catch up.
Very true, Cash. We got Tyler Pursoon heading back out there to kick it away into the fog. 21-0 for the Lancers. Thomas McCormick starts with that little screen pass, forcing some space and getting up there, and he finishes the drive with the big touchdown for the Lancers, finding the hole and taking it all the way.
Pursoon out to kick. He's had 2 touchbacks and 1 failed onside kick. Of course, they went for the onside kick because the 15-yard roughing the passer penalty.
The fog is truly an element, Cash, and the Lancers are playing with some pride. This team is on a mission to get a ring.
Nothing can stop them, not even Mother Nature. Kick is up and away. This one will be returnable.
Oh!
It'll bounce off his hands, and this one is
oh my gosh!
A hit, 2 hit sticks. From that's hard
Looked
to
like
see.
number 23, Colin Barak.
No, that's Angel Ramos with the hit sticks. He wants to hit somebody.
What a boom.
Ben Redfield was a game-time decision after an incident yesterday. He is, of course, playing tonight, but Angel Ramos.
Big hit there. Titans are setting up shop. 1st and 10 on their own 22-21.
3:30 to go in the first half. Under center, back out into some super eye. And they'll give it to Jurgensen. Found a hole, but not for long. He picks up 5, or
looks like that was Thomas McCormick with the big tackle there.
6 for Poway.
Thomas McCormick just all over the place. You could blink, Cash, and in a matter of a couple seconds, a point of a second, he will be on your tail, running you down. 2nd and 6 for the Titans.
Thomas McCormick, a dude. Jude McClellan, a dude. This entire defense is filled with dudes. And Hurst trying to throw it, but Jude McClellan is there in half a second. And this one will be 3rd and forever.
Not today. They tried the little play action. That's not going to work when you run a fullback dive every time.
3rd and
We're ready for it.
For Poway, and Carlsbad could get the ball back with another chance to put points on the board, whether it be 3 or 6.
JSP, bottom of your screen there with Curtis Kemp at the top of your screen. Some lockdown corners. Let's see if they throw it here on a big 3rd and 13, approaching in their own red zone.
Out in the dubs, Hurst under center. He'll snap it, drop back look to throw, and he'll fire it for the man on the wheel. He'll catch it, and he might have got there.
That's a drop. Curtis Kemp breaking it up late. Do not try the man. The putting unit is coming back out, and Curtis Kemp Island stays alive.
4th and 13 with 1:57 to go.
Okay, Cash, bold prediction here. I think we're going to return one back here. I feel like, look how open that left side is. If one of these guys gets to the outside, correct blocking, it's crib time.
Josh Ball, of course, had that kick return touchdown against Ramona, helped him win Can-Do Player of the Week. Kick is up and away, and this one will go to Jalen St. Paul. He can barely see it. He'll muff it, maybe a little Deshaun Jackson action, and he'll find a crease, breaking some tackles. He's got the number 2 of Matt Moore, and he's into Poway territory.
Peter Whitteman with the tackle there for Poway, but JSP almost got loose, and that wasn't going to be a good sign for the Titans. Big tackle there from Peter Whitteman, number 4. JSP could have gone loose all the way for 6 there. But now, Carlsbad and Eli McNeil, the sophomore, 2026, is setting up shop already in Poway territory on the 49 for 1st and 10.
And it looks like they're moving it back a bit.
Maybe a block in the back or some type of holding, but that will be all the way back.
They might be moving it 15 from where he fielded it. I think they are. They are. We don't know what penalty it is, but they're going to move this 10 yards back. It's going to be a holding, and it's 1st and 10 for Carlsbad at their own 21. That is tough.
We got 1 minute and 39 left in this half. The
Still.
Lancers are up 21-0. Eli McNeil, 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line.
Out of the ace gun, Alex Airy named to Hoko Court, and he's making his first start back from an ankle
Harry
injury.
Koenig!
Harry Koenig down the sideline. He didn't step out.
Boom!
He's out of there.
Boom! Harry Koenig wants a body, and he found it. What a run there, and a cherry on the cake with the boom hit stick. Harry Koenig. Let's go, setting up the Lancers already in Titans territory. 1 minute and 30 left, and he got out of bounds. What a play there from Harry Koenig and that offensive line. We can see more points going on the board for the Lancers here, Cash.
1st and 10 from the Poway 41. I see Curtis Kemp on the bench with his helmet off, talking to Coach Pub and Coach Wynn. Hopefully everything's all right down there. He seems a little bit gassed, but here comes 1st and 10. Out of the trips right, McNeil pump fake, he'll roll out right, trying to escape, he'll find a man, and he
incomplete.
Came down with it. They're giving him the catch. No, they're not. They're not. Looked like he did. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Eli McNeil trying to find space and make something work. Instead, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from here. 58-yard field goal for Tyler Pursuit. Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it likely? I'd like to think so.
We got Wildcat. Just kidding.
Out of the gun. He'll look to throw. He's got McCormick on the swing. Down the left side. Lead blocker is Andrew Langer, making guys miss, and he's into the red zone. He's at the Poway 14 with 1:12 to go, and I think Carlsbad used a timeout because the clock is stopped.
Big body Andrew Langer, the junior, class of 2025, lead block in there, and adding syrup on the pancake for Thomas McCormick opening.
First and 10, under 1 minute to go. Carlsbad with one timeout. Poway with two. Out of the trips right. McNeil will drop back, look to throw. It's another pass attempt. He's rolling out left, and he will take it himself, and almost a penalty. Would have been rough or unnecessary roughness, but he'll get out of bounds, and 48.3 seconds to go, and it is 2nd down, and I believe 8. It will be 8.
.48 seconds left in this half. 21-0 for the Lancers. 2nd and 8. In the red zone. Eli McNeil.
Out of the gun. Trips right. He'll motion JSP over. Another pot pass to the right side. Jalen St. Paul
for 6.
12-yard
passing touchdown. It's Eli McNeil to Jalen St. Paul, 12 yards on the TD, and Carlsbad extends their lead 27-0 here in the first half.
Jet sweep there from the Lancers. If you got blockers in front of you, you're not gonna let a guy like JSP stop, and he doesn't stop until he gets into the end zone for 6. The Lancers capitalize in this first half with Eli McNeil at quarterback and some weapons in the offense, and the defense coming in clutch. And I can't even see the scoreboard until now, 28-0 Lancers.
Scoreboard's not updating it. He might not have made it. I can't even see the other goalpost, Roy.
I don't even know if they saw it yet. I can't think they can make a judgment.
He made it. 4 for 4 so far for Pursuit. 42.5 seconds to go, and the Lancers lead 28-0.
We check out the field cam here. Look at the fog. I mean, the elements. Looks like you put on custom settings in Madden right now.
You got the play or no?
Tyler Pursoon back to kick it away. 42 seconds left in this half. What a drive from the Lancers. Started with Thomas McCormick, the big run, the lead blocking by Andrew Langer, and setting up a jet sweep for JSP to get in for 6.
Roy, I can't see the other sideline.
Interesting, Cash. Interesting.
Very interesting. Pursuit out for his 5th kickoff of the first half.
Wind coming into him. This could not be a touchback.
Kick
but he
is
hits
up
the razor.
And away, and this one will be not returned. They're going to call it a touchback. I think he was out of the end zone. I don't even think the ref can see him, and he's 5 yards away.
Agree with you, Cash. I would assume Poway is going to bring this into halftime with their playbook. I feel like there's not many big plays you could even have, from these fullback dives to little play actions with the seams. I feel like you just send this into halftime and hope nothing crucial happens from this offense. I'm going to say we see 3 fullback dives here. We already see some of the Poway coaches. We see the Poway coaches moving down from the booth. Looks like they are going to go in to halftime. Let's talk about some key players of this first half. I'll start off Eli McNeil. I mean, what a game. His
3
first
passing touchdowns into the first half.
His first varsity start, and he's putting up numbers right now. And Thomas McCormick, the linebacker, and now the running back threat. Get that man to the outside, put him in the middle, let him make a move, and he will create space. And give some Jalen St. Paul credit. Touchdown there. Luke Forelli having a great game. Has a TFL and a half. Has a touchdown to open the game. We are setting it into halftime for the Lancers versus the Titans. Carlsbad is up 28-0 with the loud crowd getting hyped. The black and all white unis are heading in to the locker room as we see the Titans disappear on the other side. We check out the loud crowd cam.
A great first half for the Carlsbad offense and defense, shutting them out and putting up 28 on the board. Of course, a big first half for Eli McNeil. It's his first career start, but just in a few minutes we'll give you a break. Before we go, CHS TV and its sports affiliate, CHS TV Sports, are award-winning programs because of its students and teachers, past and present, but it wouldn't be the same without any of its key sponsors, such as title sponsor GoPro, the most versatile camera. Be a hero. Another proud sponsor is That Pizza Place, where you can now stop by for lunch specials, such as the JV special for a 6-inch personal pie and fountain drink for $8.50, or the varsity special for a 10-inch pie and a fountain drink for $12.50. Other key sponsors of our program include Sober Surgeries, the Kane Search Group, and Fix Auto. Again, thank you all for all of your kind donations and contributions to Carlsbad's award-winning broadcast journalism program.
And now I'm going to give a shout out to Can Do Player of the Week. Last week, congratulations, it was Josh Ball for our last home game against Ramona, September 15th. But now, every game you can cast your vote at www.candoplayer.com. Look for Carlsbad and cast your vote after each game for who the player of the game was. What a first half cash. We will be right back to
with the
give
GoPro
you a
halftime show.
one, we're going to start off night. Page 2 off night.
Because the actual market
Brother's birthday. Can we get a happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Make some noise! Give it up for your Carlsbad Lacer football team!
Welcome back. It's the GoPro halftime show. A little bit different than our other couple ones. We don't have the instant replays for you guys because, well, I mean, if you can see behind us, that's pretty self-explanatory. But what a first half for Carlsbad, 28-0 after the first half. Eli McNeil with 3 passing touchdowns in his first varsity start. Like, what a game for the sophomore.
I agree, Cash. What a game. I mean, he showed what it takes. He came out there, his varsity starting debut, and he went out there and he had a great first half. He's putting people on notice, and he's showing why he should earn that role next year when Julian Sayin leaves. And another notice is the defense. I feel like the defense is just playing spectacular this year, and we continue it tonight. I mean, it starts with the core. Thomas McCormick, Drew McClellan, and Luke Forelli. Those dudes get busy, and Drew McClellan has came up big on some big 4th and 1s. I mean, nobody can do the eagle push when we got the Lancers defense out there, especially the big boys up front. Johnny Stewart, Colton Thomas, they're also playing great. And I feel like the second half is going to be a little bit of running clock, and I feel like we're going to see a lot of action from Thomas McCormick, Mason Walsh, and Harry Koenig, Cash.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned a lot of those great guys. Eli McNeil is going to have a great career at Carlsbad. Of course, when Julian started, made his first career varsity start at Great Oak 2 years ago, he came out firing. And then it was at home against Milliken, came out firing. Who else was it? Lawndale, all those other great teams. Again, like, the dude is great. Like, Julian's great. He's a 5-star for a reason. Bama commit quarterback for a reason. Kickoff behind us. Josh Ball and JSP back to return it. And it's just been a great story for Julian Sayin, and hopefully Eli McNeil can have a similar story.
100%. And one thing to add, I know we got a lot of guys, a lot of women, a lot of people watching from Tuscaloosa. And let's give a shout out to Jerry from Tuscaloosa, a big fan of the live streams, a big fan of the production, and we're a big fan of you. Thank you, Jerry, and everyone watching.
Absolutely. I don't know who I want to shout out yet. We'll jump back to that in a bit. It's first and 10.
But the second half is starting right now, and we are about to get underway.
At their own 20. Under center, I believe that's Eli. We saw Simon Alexander getting warmed up, but it is Eli. He'll hit his man in the flats. Can't see who. Looks like Josh Ball. It's 20 yards on the first play of the half, and it's first down and 10.
We got a first down from the Lancers. Great gain there from Josh Ball. Looks like we got, can't tell who's in the backfield. I'm going to say Harry Koenig. And it's a toss to
Harry Koenig.
He'll make a
makes
man miss, but he'll wrap around his ankles. That's number 6. Eli Alsop with the tackle, and it's a pickup of about, they'll call it 5. It's second down and, actually, it's going to be second down and 6.
Second down and 6. We see Noah Carey entering the game. Eli McNeil still out there. Looks like this drive might be very run heavy to run the clock and get out of here with a win. We got Harry Koenig back there again. Whistles fly. Looks like this could be a legal formation, and it is gonna be
on Carlsbad.
Too many men on the field.
They're gonna pull off Angel Ramos, the fullback.
Had 12 men on the field there. Lancers are gonna move it back to around 2nd and 11. We got Ryder Cole there at center with Eli McNeil under center.
Here comes Harry Koenig down the sideline, and he'll step out. Nearly got the first.
Andrew Langer lead blocking again. They're going to say Harry Koenig stepped out at the Lancers 42, and they're going to spot him with a 3rd and 7 for the Lancers. Big moment here, and I know we are up 28-0, Cash, but I just want to see how Eli takes this play. I want to see how he approaches this play, and I want to see if he can convert this play, the fog, the elements, but he has weapons out there.
Shout out to our official staff. It's referee Craig Gustafson, umpire William Hewitt, HL James Inglis, line judge David Duffield, and back judge Blair Havens out there refereeing this game. 3rd down and 6. McNeil will fire it to St. Paul. He's in the middle. Looks like there's a penalty marker, and he'll pick up a big gain inside the 40, but like I said, penalty markers fly.
Hands are coming up from the QB, Eli McNeil. Looks like a little bit of frustration as you already see the holding call. Looks like from Carlsbad, the big game to JSP is going to be coming back for the Lancers, setting up a big, long 3rd down.
And this fog is not letting up here in Carlsbad. This is not something you see a whole lot of. Typically, Carlsbad and southern San Diego are associated with sunny weather and great surf. Of course, Carlsbad gets its fair share of rain. But this weather, you do not see a whole lot of, especially on Friday Night Lights. I can't remember the last time a game looked like this.
Look like it's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Lancers. We got JSP bottom of your screen, and looks like Griffin Rosenblum top of your screen.
Trips right. He'll motion Jalen St. Paul. It's a pot pass to Jalen St. Paul. He'll find the edge. He's got blockers in front of him. He'll find space, but he's 3 yards short. It'll be 4th and 3 for Carlsbad, and they'll probably end up sending out the punting unit.
I actually, Cash, I can see them going for this big gain here. They're approaching already into Titans territory. I don't think they can punt this. I think they're going to go for it, and I think correctly. Eli McNeil heading back out there with a big 4th and 3, one of his first tests of the game, and his first test as a starting varsity quarterback, the Fog. Titans D. Let's see how the Lancers play it out.
Out in the dubs, Sanfrini, and I don't know who on the left. He'll look to throw, firing.
Looks like it's going to be a first down. First down, Lancers. What a read there from the comeback, Eli McNeil. Looks like the grab is going to be from JSP there, or Griffin Rosenblum. Can't tell. But all I know is that the chains are moving for a first down, Lancers.
Airy and Forelli head out there. They'll be out in an ace set. Ace gun, slot left. JSP and Josh Ball all come out. First down, it's a give to Koenig. He'll find a crease left. He'll make a man miss, and with a man grabbing him by the legs, he'll pick up 7, and his helmet will come off. So Thomas McCormick will go in.
2nd and 3 for the Lancers, officially in Titans territory. Harry Koenig running hard out there, making guys miss and playing with pure heart and passion. But now we got another man playing with pure heart and passion. The two-way player, linebacker and running back Thomas McCormick in the backfield. I think they could be giving it to him right here with some communication to Eli McNeil. This could be a first down coming up for the Lancers. Thomas McCormick in the backfield. We got Will Sanfrini, bottom of your screen, and Griffin Rosenblum, top of your screen.
He'll motion Josh Ball. It's a toss left to Thomas McCormick, finding a crease, and a man pulling him down by, it looked like a necklace, probably pulling him down by the collar of his shirt.
Looks like that's going to be a gain of 7 to 8. And we're going to be moving the chains again for the Lancers. Around a 4-minute drive for the Lancers so far. Starting in the third quarter, receiving. And this offense is looking pretty good, despite having our quarterback, Julian Sayin, the 5-star Alabama commit out. Eli McNeil taking control of this game. And I know Marcus McNeil, the long snapper at UCLA, Carlsbad football alum from last year's class, is tuning in right now, and he loves seeing his little brother play out on a big stage.
Out the eye, it's off the hands. Eli McNeil rolling out right, and he'll just slide. He'll take the sack. And like you said earlier, Carlsbad is gunning for that ring. They have not won CIF since 2006, back when Bob McAllister was still head coach. He would be head coach from 2007 through 2011. After that, Carlsbad would go on to hire Coach Mack prior to the 2011 season. But quick shout out from the request of Brock Hills is the shout out.
I got it. My buddy, Victor Aquilina, tuning in tonight. He was actually a part of that 2006 Carlsbad CIF championship team under the OG Coach Mack and Bob McAllister. Played at Western Carolina, and hope he is tuning in, having a great night here and watching his old team get it done.
Absolutely.
Looks like it's going to be another penalty out on the field, holding on the offense. This is going to be a big second down for the Lancers. Looks like it's going to be around second down and 16 and 17.
I'd like to say we got Nico Arboit in the stadium. He's back from Utah. Of course, we also mentioned Wyatt Gora, who recently applied to become a paramedic in Carlsbad.
Eli McNeil here, second and 17. We got Harry Koenig in the backfield. Wilson for anybody on your screen. And it looks like Griffin Rosenblum or Connor Hawk at the top of your screen. Great ball there, and great catch. Wilson Freeney with the grab. What a ball from Eli McNeil, leading him out of bounds. Wilson Freeney with the toe tap, moving the chains for the Lancers to give us a chance at a big 3rd and 6 for the Lancers. Great play there, and now gives us a lot of chances, a lot of opportunities to make a play out of this one. Eli McNeil coming up big once again as he jogs out there from the play from his dad. Wilson Freeney again with Griffin Rosenblum out there. We got Luke Ferrelli. We got the big man, the right tackle, Kai Jacobowitz.
3rd down and 7 for Carlsbad. Under center, out in the eye. It's a give to Harry Koenig. He's found a crease. He'll get outside. He'll get the first, and he's just shy of the 10-yard line. Harry, there he is. He's having a great night because he was also named to the HOCO court for Carlsbad. Voting ends in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, as that's when our homecoming game is. Of course, next week is at Torrey, followed by versus LCC homecoming game, and then senior night versus El Camino. Those are for sure all going to be good games.
Big drive here, Cash, for the clock and for the Lancers. It has been a 6-minute drive. Hey! Eli McNeil, under center.
1st and 10 now for Carlsbad, under center, out in the eye. It's a play action to Harry Koenig. He'll fire it, and it's incomplete, looking for Sanfrini.
Looks like there was a little bit of holding there, a little bit of grabbing from number 2 on Poway, Isaiah Johnson. Wilson Freeney could not get loose and free there. A little anticipated ball there from Eli McNeil brings up a 2nd and 10 in the red zone on the Titans territory. Lancers up 28-0, 5:50 left in the third quarter. The loud crowd is still active. And the boys out on the field are looking to add some more points to the board after this drive.
Under center, I right. It'll be a give to the right on the run with Koenig. He'll fight for more, and he's down inside the 5. It'll be 3rd down, and I believe 2 for Carlsbad with about 5.5 minutes to go. Of course, if Carlsbad scores a touchdown on this drive and we head into the third quarter, it'll be a running clock as Farelli and McNeil head out together and Ramos comes out.
Harry Koenig, just shifty. He's out there getting through holes that many men cannot fit through. And he is making it work with lots of gains and lots of positive yards for the Lancers.
Under center, out of the ace. Play action to Koenig, rolling out right, trying to escape the pressure, which he does. He'll fire it.
Big hit there.
Did he score? I can't see. And
they're going to say there's a flag out there. Might be a personal foul, maybe a late hit. Can't really see where he passed it. Couldn't really even follow it. Looks like Eli McNeil was banged up there pretty hard from the hit. Number 4, Peter Windeman, the linebacker, 6 foot 195. Only a junior. And it looks like it was a touchdown, Cash. It was a touchdown.
Eli McNeil with his 4th passing touchdown of the game.
Holy cow, what a turn of events. I couldn't even see the ball. He played it off so casually as he walked back. That's a touchdown, Lancers. Tyler Pursoon back to kick.
Kick is
What
up
a
and kick
play.
is good. We can see it now. 5 minutes to go, 35-0 our score. Lancers with the lead, both teams with no timeouts. That one, a 7-minute, 4-second drive for Carlsbad.
What a play. Eli McNeil. We couldn't even see the ball. We just saw the field goal crew lining up for the extra point. What a wondrous play there from the quarterback, the sophomore, class of 2026. All I saw is him getting hit hard in the backfield, but all I know is that we just came out with a touchdown, Cash. I can't wait to watch that one back. Tyler Pursoon back to kick. Just ticked down on the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. Lancers up 35-0. Running clock is initiative starting now.
And the ball will be moved back to his own 25. So
looks like there
probably
was
a penalty on Carlsbad.
I'm assuming there was a personal foul on the touchdown play there from the Lancers. Saw something on the right side of the sidelines, and I saw the flag go up. Tyler Pursoon now kicking off from their own 25.
Against San Pasquale, a similar thing happened. He kicked it from his own 75, and it was fielded at the other 3. It was 72 net yards from kickoff. And this man has a boot. It's the reason he's a 5-star kicker. Kick is up and away from Pursoon. It's a line drive, and it'll be fielded from the 10. A muffed return, but he's got room. He's already out past the 30, and he won't get much further than that. With 4 minutes to go, running clock, he'll take it out to about the 32. The 33, it'll be 1st down and 10.
Looks like the tackle there, Koa Owen, on the kickoff. We got Jack Siegel subbed in. We also got Josh Schreier in some dance moves out there. He's hyped.
Recent position changes. Josh Dreher was moved
down to the D line, and Forelli was moved back to the linebacking core where he succeeded so well last year. This one, a pass from Hurst. The first time we've seen Poway in the second half. He's down the left side, finding space. He's got the first and more. 15 yards, it seems, for the man.
First down there, Titans moving the chains. About a foot away from moving into Lancer territory on the 49. Now it looks like they're going to throw. Steps up into the pocket. The pursuit there from Jude McClellan. Little gain of 3, gain of 2. Setting up 2nd and 8 on the Lancers side. Near midfield at the 48. The Titans looking to throw the ball a little bit more this drive. You just saw the big first down they had, one of their biggest gains of the game besides the personal foul.
2nd down and 8. Hurst will drop back, look to throw. He'll fire this one. It's a missile, but it's incomplete. It was over his head, and there he was. It was Logan Schaefer with the pass breakup.
Boom! Logan Schaefer. Let's go, baby. Showing him why not to throw it across the middle. Number 4 will meet you there with a mean hit. Boom!
Third down and 8 for Poway. You got to imagine it's 4-down territory here for the Titans. They're hoping to at least get some points on the board. Hurst out of the pistol gun. He'll look to throw, fire it, missile, and that one's a first.
Jack Siegel with the tackle there, but it looks like they are going to pick up the first down with the 9-yard gain across the middle. Jack Siegel, though, with the big tackle there. Only a junior, another class of 2025 player with a big hit.
Did Avery not get it?
We're ticking down, heading in almost to the 4th quarter with 55 seconds on the clock. Lancers are leading 35-0. 1st and 10 Titans.
Hurst dropping
back,
look to throw. He'll step it up, and
boom!
he is dropped. Coming out of nowhere, that is Ben Harris.
Ben Harris, BH, with the big sack. Don't try to step up when BH is coming there. What a play, Ben Harris. Brings up big 2nd and 15 for the Titans. Ben Harris making his presence felt in this game. First action we've seen from him today, and it's big action with the sack.
Here comes, they're calling it 2nd and 16. This one, a run to Jorgensen, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. I believe that's Jude McClellan with the tackle, and that'll take us to the end of the third. Our score, Lancers 35, Titans 0, 3rd and 15 for Poway after this, and it's a running clock here in Carlsbad. Poway trying to do something to make the score look a little bit more, a little bit less painful, I guess, for lack of a better word. Can you think of a better word, Roy?
No, I can't, Cash. All I know is the Lancers, it's another rout. It's another gonna be a win. And the Lancers are gonna move on to 7-0. The freshman is undefeated. The JV is undefeated. And the varsity is going to continue to be undefeated. What a year for Lancer football, Carlsbad football. And I know a lot of the alums in the building are proud to watch this team play.
Hopefully we can get an interview with some of those alums here in just a few moments. And here comes 3rd and 15, the start of the 4th quarter to begin soon. 12 minutes on the clock, and it is going to be running. We can expect a lot of runs from Carlsbad and a lot of passes from Poway.
I would hope to see a lot of passes, Cash. I mean, they're down 35-0, and all I've seen is a fullback dive every play.
Damn.
Hurst out in the pistol, dub set. This is probably their last chance at points. Ben Harris is stalking the quarterback. He'll look to throw, firing. He's got a wide open man. He caught it on the sideline, and they'll give him the catch, but he is short. 4th down and 1 with a clock still running.
What a grab there from number 8, Jack Davey. But still, Cash, like you said, they're just a tad bit short. Their 4th down conversions have not been too pleasant today, with the big boys up front from the Lancers stuffing them every single time. Jude McClellan being one of those main factors. Let's see if they can do something different here. Timeout from the Lancers. Coach Pub calls that one. A little shaky there from the D.
11:21 to go in the game. Carlsbad up 35-0. 4th and 2 for Poway. And they've loved to throw the ball after the first quarter. The first quarter, they threw no passes, and they've probably been around 60-40 pass to run ratio, probably closer to 70-30, whereas Carlsbad, that first half, saw a lot of passing from Eli McNeil. They put full trust into him. And then late in that entire last drive, Eli threw probably only about 2-3 passes, and one of them being a touchdown.
To be honest, Cash, I don't know why they haven't been throwing the ball since the start of the game. It looks like they're playing a lot more free and a lot more better with the Titans passing the ball out there starting in around the second half. But I feel like you said, this could be one of their last chances to get points because the Lancers know how to make big drives and long drives. Last week, we had a 10-minute drive from the offense, and we just came off around a 7-minute drive ending in 6 for the Lancers. Big
Out in the Super Eye, they're trying to get Carlsbad to jump.
I don't know if he got it. Let's see where the spot is. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short, and he is. Another stop from Anthony Rosales with the ball. Jude McClellan, Thomas McCormick. The D is hyped, and we got the ball back.
Eli McNeil will head out back onto the field, but for now, we have Avery live on the sideline with CHS TV and Carlsbad football alumni Wyatt Gora and Nico Arboy.
What's going on, Carlsbad? I'm here live with Nico and Wyatt, two Carlsbad football alumni. So, Nico, what's it like being back on your home field after going away to college and coming back?
It's cool. It's fun to be back. It's just cool to be back in the atmosphere, and it's fun to watch the team.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you guys here. And Wyatt, what are some major differences that you see being on the sideline rather than on the field?
You know, it's the environment's really nice. I like watching all the people get excited and get hyped up for the game.
That's awesome. And Nico and Wyatt are actually CHS TV alumni. So shout out to all you guys watching at home. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, Cash and Roy.
Thank you, Avery. Proud to see those faces. Nico and Wyatt Gora, I miss you guys so much. Okay, now
Nico
we got...
growing out the stash a little bit.
Very true, Cash. The Ute stash. Looks like Nate Nicholson is subbing into the game. Big 18.
Out comes Kai Wedefeld. He got one snap, and and out comes Simon Alexander to play quarterback.
And you
I
know
think
who
Carson
else we
Hankel
got?
was in at running back. Harry Koenig will sub in for him, and we still got Connor Hawk out there as well. I want to see a Nate Nicholson screen pass.
I want to see a Connor Hawk touchdown. I want to see his famous celebration, the Hawk.
This one a give to Koenig. He's got Jacobowitz leading him. He'll miss a guy, and that'll end up hurting him. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Looks like the tackle there from the Titans, number 33, Marco Karavsky, the 5'10", 155 linebacker, only a junior. A lot of juniors on this Titans defense 2025 class. Watch out for them next year. Looks like we hear from the parabolic that the first punt team is getting ready. 3rd and 10. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a run play here.
This one, play action to Koenig. Alexander hit as he threw, and they're not throwing the flag. He got decked, and they're not going to call it. I think that's I see 59, Cameron Watts with the big hit, and they're not going to call it.
I'm disappointed they did that to my boy Simon.
I can't believe Connor didn't catch that. I needed to see a catch from Seahawk.
His dad absolutely snagged a T-shirt earlier. Now we know where he gets all that talent from.
Very true.
Of course, part of it is hard work, but, you know, some of it's got to go.
And the boot is away, lost in the mist. Peter. Oh, what a punt! What a punt!
Keeps rolling. Look at it go. It'll stop just short of the 10, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Poway as we see Rosie, we see Caden Easter head out onto the defense.
60.
Logan Schaefer's still out there.
60-yard punt from Tyler Pursoon, kicking it away from his own 30, pinning him all the way to the Titans 10. What a kick there from the Lancers and Tyler Pursoon.
Tell Avery to try and get Eli after the game, number 20.
Titans set up shop on their own 11, 1st and 10. The Lancer defense out there still playing strong. Some of the fans are leaving right now from the Lancers.
I'd say a lot of the
because
fans,
it is
Roy.
a route, Cash.
1st and 10, Hurst still playing quarterback. He'll snap it, drop back, look to throw, pressure. He's trying to escape it, and he has found open grass down that right sideline. Probably the longest play of Poway tonight, and with under 7 minutes to go, they're just a few yards shy of Carlsbad territory.
39-yard gain there from the Titans. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout from the Lancers as clock comes to a stop finally with the running clock. 35-0 Lancers in the 4th quarter, 6:46 left. Looks like the defense has to recuperate. 1st down for the Titans. This could be their only and probably final chance to put some numbers up on the board and not get skunked.
ABBA's Dancing Queen playing in the stands.
What number of games in a row is this that we've won?
This is 15. Regular season. Tonight will mark 15 straight wins in the regular season for Carlsbad. Here comes 1st and 10 with 6:46 to go for Poway.
We're like the reverse of the Bears, Cash. We win straight 15 games compared to the Bears finally getting off their losing streak.
Here comes Hurst, bunch left, out of the gun, he'll look to throw, heaving it deep, trying to test the corner, and it's incomplete. I can't quite see who the corner is.
That's Jack Siegel, straps maybe, put on a seatbelt, buckle him up, and put him to sleep.
This is our 7th game, but this is our 15th straight regular season.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Titans on their own 45. We got Jack Siegel, top of your screen, bottom of your screen, 6 God, Curtis Kemp. We got Josh Dreyer out there, looks like Logan Schaefer. Then we got Johnny Stewart, Colton Thomas. Looks like Jace Persaud could be in the game on the D-line. Curtis Kemp pressing up bottom of your screen.
Out of the pistol, Hurst will drop back, look to throw. Under pressure, he'll escape it again, trying to go for that first, and if he had stayed in bounds, he might as well said goodbye to his career because he was going in for blood on that one.
We got BH, Ben Harris, subbing into the game. Looks like we got Caden Easter subbing out, coming off an ACL injury last year. And he is back, baby, making his return. Looks good.
Caden Easter had an excellent freshman year, of course, dealt with that ACL injury last year, hoping. Wow.
Looks like it's still giving him a little bit of struggles on the sideline as he limps off.
Hurst on 3rd down will find space and the first. And with 5 minutes to go, the score remains 35-0. And the Carlsbad Lancers are giving up yardage. Ty Hurst has remained in the game the entire time.
looking for possibly another quarterback on the roster. Can't seem to find one. There is no other quarterback on the roster aside from Ty Hurst.
Cash, and I feel like let's just give a shout out to Eli McNeil because you're coming behind from a nationally ranked quarterback, a 5-star quarterback on every single platform. And he came out and he put up numbers, 35-0. It's not like we barely got through this game.
Hurst is sacked. That's that boy, Anthony Rosales.
And I feel like I was saying, Eli McNeil is coming into this game and proving a point. I know a lot of you Julian Saban fans are out there watching on the East Coast, Alabama, in Tuscaloosa. But what a game from the 2026 sophomore Eli McNeil. We're probably going to be seeing player of the game from him after this.
Out comes CDM Caden Dorsey McQueen. And You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer in the loud crowd. People are getting hyped. Second down and 17. Looks like the play got called back. Or no, it was a sack. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ty Hurst, 7 up. He'll fire, and this one incomplete. 3rd and 17, and with 3:30 left on the clock, it remains running. 3rd down.
3rd and 17 for the Titans. I say we call the game right now, Cash. I know the refs are cold out there. They're a little tired. And so am I. But I hope everyone here is loving the live stream, and shout out to the cameramen really putting on a display, tracking the ball, following the play in this fog. Kudos to them.
Sportsmanship, a big thing. You see it on the field, but you don't see a lot of it on the cheer squad. We have Avery Gallup live with cheer.
What's going on, Carlsbad? I'm live down here on the field on the sideline with Daisy, who's on varsity cheer. So, Daisy, I know when we cheer against our rivals, Poway is a pretty close competitor, but having all the cheerleaders come over here, what's that bond like between our cheer team and the visitors' cheer team?
Yeah, so we go over to the other team's side, and we always like bring them a gift like candy, and then we talk for a bit, and then we do a cheer with them called Go Fight Win. And it's really fun because some familiar faces are always there from people doing cheer outside. And then, I don't know, it's a great time getting them over here with loud crowd, and they always have a blast. And yeah, they're really nice too.
That's so awesome. It's awesome to see you guys always kind of getting along. Is it ever awkward when we're kind of higher in the score? Does it ever get a little bit awkward between them because they know that we're winning? Or if they're winning, is it awkward as we're losing?
I don't think it ever gets awkward. I think it's always fun. Like, we're always having a blast with them. We do games at the end of the field goals, and yeah, they always love coming over here. They always say that it's fun to watch our team win and everything, so yeah.
That's so awesome. It is definitely super fun. Thank you so much, Daisy, and I'm going to send it back to Cash and Roy.
Thank you, Avery.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. I'm going to be honest. If my team was losing 35-0,
yeah, I would not be happy.
I would not be happy.
And I feel like Avery said that, you know, when we're losing, thing is, Cash, we don't lose, so we're never losing. Knock on wood. It looks like, though, Lancers are going to kneel this one out.
No, they're going to give it up the gut. I think that's Angel Ramos. Was that Angel Ramos? It's a fullback dive. It was to Angel, and that'll probably take us to the end of the game. They just got to knee it out once. Maybe they give it back to Angel. I want to see him rip off like an 80-yard rushing touchdown.
What a game from the Lancers and a big fight from the Titans. Couldn't get it done tonight, but the Lancers got it done. Moving on to 7-0. The undefeated streak stays alive for freshman, JV, and varsity. But varsity's not just hungry for an undefeated season. They're hungry for that ring, the CIF Open Championship, and
State. Carlsbad entered this week 2nd in San Diego, 6th in state, hoping that this win will bump them up in the rankings. Who do you think, if Carlsbad one or
honestly
who do you think Carlsbad's playing in San Diego? If they win San Diego, who in the regionals? And if they win regionals, who do you think they're playing in state?
I definitely could say we have a shot at state cash because teams like Orange Lutheran, they are in the open state championship if they advance. So it would be teams like Sierra Canyon where I think we could also really have a good chance of getting it done. We saw Lincoln, after they beat us in the championship, get it done and go all the way to state to bring it home. They beat teams like Sierra Canyon, and I think we really have the team and the development, the coaches, to get it done this year. It's ring season, Cash, and let's talk. Give me your player of the game, and I'll give you mine.
Absolutely. I have a hunch that we're going to have the same player of the game. It's going to Eli McNeil. 4 passing touchdowns. I think he threw more touchdowns than incompletions. What a game from the kid. Of course, only one offer to UNLV. Maybe he's going to have a couple more on his desk and in his mailbox after tonight.
100% Cash. My take is definitely Eli McNeil. And I think a big thing about offers as a 2026 student is definitely getting the film. And he got film not really before this, but tonight is a big night. His offer came from a little workout that he did with UNLV. So I feel like this right now is truly special as the cheer, ASB, and football comes together. What a moment. Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the win for the Lancers. Great game from Eli McNeil. The win, 35-0. What a game from all players, Titans and Lancers.
Next week, Carlsbad heads to Torrey to take on the Falcons. And after that, we have homecoming against LCC and then senior night against El Camino. Meanwhile, Poway, after their 3rd straight loss on the year, their fourth loss in the last 6 games, they will be heading back home for the first time in 3 weeks. They'll take on El Camino, then Torrey at home, and then head over to Mission to take on Troy Hune and that Grizzlies squad.
And now we go to our sponsors. CHSTV and its sports affiliates. CHSTV Sports are award-winning programs because of its students and teachers, past and present. But it wouldn't be the same without some of its key sponsors, such as title sponsor GoPro, the most versatile camera. Another proud sponsor is That Pizza Place, where you can now stop by for lunch specials, such as the JV special for a 6-inch personal pie and fountain drink for $8.50, or the varsity special for a 10-inch pizza and a fountain drink for $12.50. Other key sponsors of our program include Sober Surgeries, the Kane Search Group, and Fix Auto. Again, winning journalism. Out the cameras, the audio. Thank you so much for making this work. We got the fog out here, but that didn't stop us from having a great live stream and broadcast.
Absolutely. Speaking of player of the game, Eli McNeil, Avery Gallup is live on the sideline with the one and only sophomore quarterback.
What's going on, Carlsbad? I'm live with Eli McNeil. And so, Eli, you're number 20. I know it's your first time starting. How did that feel tonight?
It felt good. You know, we came out, executed. Julian got hurt, and I got my chance, and we executed.
Yeah, you know, we're super bummed for Julian, but we're really excited you got your start. And so how does it feel coming out of game number 7 being undefeated of the season?
It feels good. You know, we put in a lot of hard work, and, you know, coaches hard, but we got the win, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you know, we're super excited for you guys. Congratulations on your win. Thank you so much. I'm going to send it back to Cash and Roy.
Thank you, Avery. A big part of great teams is players have the best ability is availability, and of course, if your guys aren't available, the great teams have great depth. And even when Julian goes down, there's still guys behind him that can get the job done. Eli, you know, Simon, hell, I'm pretty sure Ash and pull out for Carlsbad.
I just want to thank everyone for tuning in all across the country, from West Coast to East Coast,
north to south.
Everyone, thank you for watching. The grandparents, I want to give a shout out to my grandparents, Grandma Kathy in Seattle and Grandma Patsy all the way in Wisconsin, Waukesha. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you, Grandma Kathy, because I'm heading to the UW versus Oregon game next weekend.
about to land college game day, Cash. Who's going to win that game? 7 versus 8 seed. Bo Nix versus Michael Penix.
You're going to hate me for this one. I'm taking Bo Nix in Oregon.
Okay, Cash, we'll wrap it up right there. But thank you for everyone watching and tuning in. What a successful broadcast once again. Thank you, Lancers.
Absolutely. We hope we'll see you in a couple weeks for homecoming. Hoping it's as great of a show as it is always. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.